Call the meeting to order on the 14th of April. Can't believe it's 14th of April already at 4:15. We don't actually have a lot on the agenda today. Did anybody get a chance to look at the MS9 and 10?
I've got them printed out. I was just looking at them.
We can either table approving them until later, until next month, or I actually went through, I had a chance to go through and I matched up all the expenditures. And it matches, the only thing that we spent that came out of the MS9 and 10 were the distributions of interest for last year, earnings for last year. And that was the letter that was in the January, February meeting. And I matched those numbers up. They match perfectly. And then this, just the distribution payback to the school for the roofing efficiency. So if you want, we can table that and you all can approve it for next month just so you can look at it. And
I'd rather look at it.
Yeah, and I've matched them to the Citizens major bank account that we get, the real big one. And we're off 91 cents and it's going to be that silly account closure again. We're just going to chase that around, Naomi, again, because I got rid of the 440 and now I've got 91 cents. I'm like, oh, when I can't close these accounts, it's that little tiny bit that's left. And it sticks right up on the worksheet. So anyway, and because Naomi's been so busy with being everything like health inspector and building inspector, permit maker, I don't think we haven't had a chance to get the February and March capital reserve statements. So we'll table those until next month as well. The thing that was left, we probably should start with the minutes from last month. Did everybody have a chance to review those?
I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine.
Do I have a motion to approve all the minutes?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay. Thank you. And then the addition to the minutes that will go into this minute was down at the middle where it says the trustees reviewed and approved a request for reimbursement for remaining funds in the John Stark Building and Grounds Expendable Trust for Energy Efficiency Investment. That amount ended up being $1,437.67. So that will go into our minutes for this meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's closed. That's closed.
That is closed, and that's where that 91 cents is going to roll around from for a little while. The only other thing we have is to approve the request that we have for disbursements for this month, and I can drop a check off if we approve those at the town offices. And it's 4 different items or 4 different funds that it's coming from. The road construction and maintenance for $98.21. Hold on. Anybody have any questions on that?
No, I looked at it. I didn't.
Okay. Do I hear a motion that we approve the $98.21?
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, approved. The next one is for the community access TV cable. And that one you had to be careful on how you looked at it because it was split up a little bit.
Yeah.
But those numbers I matched. No, that's not the one. I'm sorry. That's not the one. There is a complete invoice for that one. Any questions on that one?
I didn't have any.
Okay. Motion to approve.
I'll motion to approve it.
Second.
Okay, motion moved. And then the last one is the highway. No, not the last one, but the highway and truck equipment. There's several items in there, so it's several different invoices, and some of them are part of other invoices. Do you have any questions on those? Because I tied all those out too.
The majority was the truck.
Yes.
Yeah.
No questions on that one?
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Move to approve.
Okay.
I'll
I
second.
second. Okay. Either way. And motion passed. The last one is on the equipment. Too many copies here, sorry. The equipment under the Buxton Fire Request Trust Fund. And it looks like they're actually doing a great job on getting our little gym all set up.
Yeah.
It also looks like they've done a really nice job of trying to find good used equipment too. So they're being very very mindful of their money. Did anybody have any questions on those?
I don't.
Okay,
I'll move to approve.
Second.
So payment has been approved for that voucher for $4,427.23. Did anybody have any other business?
No, I was amazed at the paving refund.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I just missed right on over that.
When was that price put together, Naomi? Way back?
I don't recall exactly. I think what happened, Mike, is if I remember right, R&D bid the same price 2 years in a row.
Yeah,
So he held his price as he did the year before. And I
yeah.
think that's what made up the bigger.
I was just curious.
Yeah, no, he's done our pavement for a few years. We're getting ready again to open bids Friday for the upcoming paving season.
Yeah.
And that goes for the whole year, Naomi?
Yeah, what they do is they put in for the season. You know, and he's held it last year, but I'm not sure. I don't honestly know to the top of my head what Benji's got planned for this coming year, but he always said he would give us back the money if things changed, and he's been true to his word.
That's good. Well, that money will go directly into that account. We
Yes,
deposit into the master account, then I'll move it to the fund so that we will have that available
right.
for the future.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions on that?
No,
Did the contract, Naomi, call for a refund if the price went down?
Tom, I don't remember it. I think it was something that he put in his bid as an, not an option, but it's some part of it that he would reimburse us for anything if the price changed. I don't think we actually put it in there. I think he offered it.
So Tom, where are we, do you know, on the sign? Getting the sign installed? Tom looks really cute, but I think he's, I think he froze. Did Mike freeze too?
I move. You see me
Okay,
moving?
there you go.
Tom, are you all froze?
Did you guys thaw?
Oh,
Oh my goodness. It'll be
he's
nice.
just taking it.
So I might be able to share a little bit because I've been on the
Okay.
email exchange. So the plan, as far as I know, is the granite. Oh, hang on. There, he's back. I'll let Tom know. Tom, unmute yourself and you can answer.
I lost everybody. Everybody was frozen in place. I couldn't hear what was going on. And so I had no questions because I had no communication. I don't know if it was from my end or yours.
Well, my question was, where are we with the sign?
Where are we with the sign? Well, Naomi got an email from Clark Roberge that it's like 8 to 10 weeks out on the posts.
Oh, wow.
He came down and looked at it, and we went up together. This was maybe a week or two ago. I don't know exactly. The sign's in safekeeping in my barn, where it has been all winter. So it's going to be June now before
Okay.
we get it, which is
And then
frustrating.
the highway department installs that, Tom? Is that how it works?
No, the provider, Swenson Granite,
Okay.
will put the posts in. The thing that I question is what we're going to do decoratively around it after they're in, because I think everybody was surprised when they pulled out the old one that stonework went below ground. It's all cemented together below ground. It's really a mess. So I don't know. I might be back to you guys to ask for money for the stone or whatever is gonna go around it afterwards. So we'll just have to see.
Is this like stone that is on top or stone that goes underneath?
Well, it was like, if you could picture it, I took some pictures and left it with Naomi for her folder and measured it out. But it looked like flat rock that was built up around it to make like a planter underneath. And when the highway department pulled out the old posts, they found that underneath that stonework was cemented together and went all the way down into the ground. So it'll do something there to dress it up afterwards and also make it possible for people to stand on something in order to put the letters on the sign.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know where that will be or who would do it, but I feel guilty as hell about this, but I don't think it do. It was all COVID-19 that got everything mixed up because he couldn't get the things out of the granite company, and then should have coordinated more with Benji before the sign was taken down, because it could have stayed up all winter if he'd known in advance that he wasn't going to be able to get the posts. But here we are.
Well, I think that's a very small thing compared to everything else that's gone on during COVID, so I wouldn't worry about it, Tom.
Yeah, well, I don't lose sleep over it, but I just,
And the old sign did look pretty bad once you looked at it.
oh, it was awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been whining about that for years. Now I'm whining about the sideboards at not the sideboard, corner boards at the old town hall and stuff like that. But I guess that's underway, is it, Naomi, soon?
I was promised it would be done here by the end of April, but it's already the middle of April, so we'll see.
Yeah.
This really has nothing to do with trustees, but Naomi, I'm curious, what happens with no health inspector in town? Does that mean that the regional food and drug inspector would be around more?
Linda, I haven't even reached out to the state to tell them that Kelly's left. That brings up a very good question, because she also did like foster care and daycares and things like that. So I've talked to Chief Vizina to see if someone in the fire department might be interested, and we haven't had a chance to connect again. I don't know if there's someone out there that might, if we advertised. I mean, it had a small stipend attached to it, but the board has to figure out exactly what we're doing. I have an ad out for a building code enforcement officer at the time for part-time. I don't have any other ads out at the moment. We're just trying to wade through stuff.
Yeah. Which the reason I ask is I have seen the health inspector out a lot, or I've heard she's out a lot. So I didn't know if she was picking up the pace because of that, or if it's just
somebody may have called and called her to go out, knowing that Kelly has left.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything with it, trying to just find a refill person to
Right.
fill in.
Right. Yeah, and she hasn't been in our place, but I guess she was at Lang Tots and someplace else. So
Oh, okay.
just curious.
Okay.
I just know it's tough because there's just nobody wants to work right now, and it's so hard to find help.
I know.
Naomi, when is Chip in the office?
Chip does Mondays from 9 to 1, Wednesdays from 10 to 2, and Friday from 1 to 4.
Oh, I was just going to drop in and see him. That's all. I don't have any business for him.
What did you say
so
Monday was?
Monday from 9 to 1,
Okay.
Wednesday from 10 to 2, and Friday is 1 to 4.
Did he think it was funny that he's back?
He's right back at it, trust me. It's like he never left.
That's too funny.
People think that too when we send him.
Yeah.
When they call and he shows up.
I
So
think
Linda, I also have an update for you just on the tennis courts. We
Yes.
did put out an RFP because we have to. That RFP is due to me by next Thursday, the 22nd, so that we can move forward on getting that done. Parks and Rec last night said the cracks are worse. So at this time, because they're fairly wide now, we're not going to put the tennis nets up. We're hoping that
Okay.
22nd and we can move right along. But I know you guys approved money. I just wanted to keep you in the loop as well.
Excellent. Yeah, because I'm sure after the thaw and everything else, those cracks probably got to be pretty big, and
Yeah.
it's just dangerous.
Right. It's an ankle grabber. So
Mhm.
we don't want to put the nets up thinking it's okay.
No.
You know, we can post it. We're going to post it on the website that that right now it's closed for the safety conditions. You know,
And then what do you think is going to happen with the mask mandate for the, or in-person meetings at the town offices, do
I
you
don't know,
think?
we're going to talk about that on the 26th. We're largely looking at what the governor's going to do, and I keep hearing him say Memorial Day, Memorial Day, Memorial Day, that things are going to change because for you guys, you'd be okay, but for the other meetings, for instance, zoning board, we had 7 cases the other night. And if we have to keep the social distancing and the masks, it really only allows about 5 people in the conference room.
Yeah.
So that's a tough sell for us. But I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know. I really don't know, Linda. They're supposed to talk about it at the end of the month and see where we are. For a while there, we were increasing, but now we seem to have stabilized here and where.
Yeah.
I think Easter, there were a number, you know, Easter was, numbers were going up there if you watched
Right.
it steadily. We've
Yeah.
kind of leveled out. But I've just been kind of paying attention, but the governor keeps saying that by Memorial Day, that there'll be changes. So I'm kind of being hopeful that we can get back open next month, but I really don't know. They're going to decide that at the end of the month. It may go,
Yeah.
it may go another month. We may be opening back up. I'm unsure at this point.
Okay. Well, we'll just play it by ear and just see.
Sure.
But from a business standpoint, I actually hope he doesn't get rid of the mask mandate because it's going to be awful.
Mm.
But because there's so many people who are not getting vaccinated, and same people who don't want to wear a mask, and
Yeah, no, I know. I hear you.
just on
Probably
and
going
on.
to be worse now with the scare on the Johnson and Johnson.
Mhm.
People who were going to get vaccinated are going to say, "Oh no, not me."
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what the answer is.
I don't either. Well, thank you all very much. Any other business that anybody wanted to discuss today? Anything you want on the agenda for next month that you know of right now?
I'm good.
Okay, then the meeting is adjourned.
Okay.
Thank